Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, I am Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Kamal from class PA1172D, and I am going to present about theory of distribution. I am going to focus on the subtopic rent, and I am going to focus on role in the factor market and its determination. First of all, I'm going to talk about the role of rent in the factor market. Rent refers to the payment for the use of land and other natural resources. This type of rent is a return on the factor of production known as land. The role of rent in the factor market includes the following aspect, which is first, income for landowners. Rent provides income to those who own land or natural resources. It compensates them for the use of their property. The second one is resource allocation. Rent helps allocate scarce land resources to their most efficient uses. Higher rents can signal higher demand for specific locations or type of land, guiding investment and development. The third one is cost component. For businesses, rent is a cost of production. It impacts decisions regarding where to locate operations and how much of a resource to use. And the last one is economic indicator. Rent level can indicate the economic health of a region or sector, reflecting demand and supply condition in the real estate or resource market. So overall, rent plays a crucial role in the distribution of income, resource allocation, and economic decision making within the factor market. For the sake of focus, I'm going to talk about the determination of rent. Modern economists presented the determination of rent in two forms, which is first, general concept of rent. Rent is determined by the market forces of demand and supply for the factors of production. Demand for the factor of production is derived demand, as it is demanded indirectly to produce the final goods. There is a negative relationship between rent and demand for a factor of production because when rent is higher, the demand for a factor of production will be lower, and vice versa. Thus, the demand curve for a factor of production is downward sloping from left to right. The supply of factor of production is upward sloping because as rent increases, the supply for a factor of production will increase, and vice versa. This is because there are alternative uses for a particular factor of production, such as land, and when demand for supply of a factor of production intersect, then equilibrium rent occurs. The second one is economic rent. The modern concept of rent is applicable not only to land, but also to all other factors of production, as example, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. All factors of production and economic rent, but modern economists generally use the term rent. Rent is a price for a factor of production, while economic rent is a surplus which arises due to the difference between actual earnings and transfer earnings. Thus, economic rent is considered as a payment in excess of transfer earnings. That is, economic rent equal to actual earning minus transfer earning. Each factor of production has its alternative uses. For instance, land can be used for planting crops or building apartments. As such, when we transfer a factor from one use to another, we have to sacrifice the earlier income earned from it. The sacrifice of earnings is defined as transfer earning. Thus, transfer earning is the amount of money which any particular factor or unit could earn in its best paid alternative use. Additionally, transfer payment can be defined as the minimum price which must be paid to keep a factor of production in its present use or employment. That's all from me. I hope my explanation is clear, and thank you so much.